I mean, but
I didn't know he said that. Is he serious?
this is 2004. So
Is he
what's
serious
10
that
years ago?
that those people can become doctors and lawyers with that speech? Is he serious? How many Jamaican lawyers? How many Jamaican doctors we got? How many Nigerian doctors we got? How many Ghanaian doctors we got? What kind of English they speak? What kind of English they speak? Let's get real. What kind of English they speak? I want you to know. I tell you. But I am the best doctor. I tell you. What?
Let me give you some background in the 1 minute. Pound cake speech given by Bill Cosby, May 2004, during an NAACP award ceremony in D.C. to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Brown versus Board of Education Supreme Court decision. In it, Cosby was highly critical of members of subsets of the black community in the U.S. He criticized the use of African-American vernacular English and the prevalence of single-parent families, the emphasis on frivolous and conspicuous consumption at the expense of necessities, and the lack of responsibilities and other behaviors.
Anyway, let me say this. This is what Bill Cosby is asking for us now. Let me say this. I only expect the black media to uphold the standard of excellence in journalism. And when you do that, you have to go in with a neutral mind, he told the New York Post, page 6. He didn't go to the Atlanta Black Star. He went to the New York Post.
Which is same as Fox News.
Yeah, he didn't go to colorlines.com. He went to the New York Post.
He didn't go to even the Daily News.
He didn't even go to the Huffington Post, Black Voices.
Or the Harlem Times, or the Amsterdam News.
He didn't go to the Black Agenda Report. He went to the New York Post.
Albeit.
Power and powerless. We make you and we can
break you.
There you go. Never forget that. When you start off being the way we want you to be, and all of a sudden you get off course, we start you off eating Burger King, don't try McDonald's.
What do you...
If you're going to try McDonald's...
alone. Leave it alone.
Okay, let me finish this.
Burger King is better.
It's ironic that the comedian who in recent years has consistently been one of the black community's biggest social critic,
there you go,
attacking the way many black people act, walk, and talk, is asking not to be judged by black journalists. In the past, Cosby has scolded poor black families for how they raise their kids and spend their money. He said that black people needed to do a better job and hold each other to a higher standard. Like if we don't do that. Listen, my single mother couldn't afford the finer things in life, but she held us to a very high standard. And as a matter of fact, in the house, she held us to very high standards. But you know, when we leave the house, we could always lower our standards. That wasn't because of the way my mother raised me. That's because of the decision that I made or my brother made. So how are you going to blame?
I knew you were going to start pointing in a minute. I can feel it. But I know you're rubbing
How are you
out.
going to blame? How are you going to blame my parents for that? Huh? So Marjorie, if you
keep reading the article.
Okay. To date, at least 23 women have publicly accused Cosby of sexual misconduct or abuse, according to CNN count. The comedian has to cancel some of his tour dates and refund money to ticket buyers since the accusation resurfaced. He resigned from his position on the board of trustees at Temple University. Cosby, who has been asked multiple times, still refuses to comment on the allegations themselves. In an interview before a sold-out performance in Melbourne, Florida, Cosby said he doesn't have to answer to innuendos. I know people are tired of me not saying anything, but a guy doesn't have to answer to innuendos, he told Florida Today. People should fact check.
So there you have it.
And there you have it. I tell you, man. You know what? You know, this thing is such a vicious cycle, man. I'm telling you. You see,
the point
because
is coming.
What it is,
get my camera.
What it is that we let money go to our heads. We let money go to our heads, And instead of us trying to make the right decisions, we let money make the decisions for us. And they always tell you, money is the root of all evil. I'm not going to point anymore.
Come on, point some more.
No. Since you're taping now, I'm not going to point. But money is the root of all evil. So listen, I'm not judging Bill Cosby. I'm not passing any judgment on Bill Cosby like he passed judgment on the black community. Right?
Right.
He did, right? Listen to this. He judged the black community by making these statements. Now he doesn't want people to judge him because of these 23 allegations.
Well, see, that goes back to the thing. You pull people up. You go up there, and then, you fall down, and he's falling down really hard.
Go up 6 feet, you fall 23 feet.
He's falling down really hard.
Your circumstances.
So, they've cut off his shows. He's, lost his billing.
At 77 years of age.
Wow. And probably his pension.
And his pension. You don't have to worry about no pension. You're talking about a pension. What a pension. Making a comparison between a pension and sometimes.
I think that needs to be further explored, but it's not.
We can explore that. Okay. I don't have a problem with that. We can definitely explore that. Time check. The time is approximately 9:35 p.m. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said, I got to give you the so more quote of the day. Before we do that, you wanna just talk.
I'm here. I give my own. I'm thinking about Fred today, and Fred said, Frederick Douglass, that is, power concedes nothing without demand. It never did and never will. Find out what any people will deal with. I'm not doing this directly. Find out what any people will put up with, and that is what they'll get. And I'm gonna give you the direct quote in a minute. Go ahead, Ansel.
Oh no,
He's
no.
Looking at me.
If that's what you want, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. What Frederick Douglass said.
I love Frederick Douglass.
That's pretty good.
Frederick Douglass is all that, but as usual, not alive.
But we gotta. I was listening to H. You ever listen to H? When you go on, I want you to listen to H. Rap Brown. Google H. Rap Brown and Gil Noble, and we're gonna play that. Man, the stuff that guy was talking about back in the 60s. This is the 60s now.
All right.
The 60s.
Let me give the Fred quote better.
Yeah, okay.
I know it from the beginning, but I was trying to pick it up from the middle.
Yeah, I'm listening.
No. Oh, my goodness. I want to go directly to it. Frederick Douglass, power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did, and it never will. Find out just what any people will quietly submit to, and you have found out the exact measure of injustice and wrong which will be imposed upon them. And these will continue till they are resisted, with either words or blows or both. The limits of tyrants are prescribed by the endurance of those whom they oppress.
And there you have it. That is the Soulmore quote of the day. As I said, from where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to stay, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Closing comments, Margie?
Good night, listeners. Good night, Anselm.
See you. Same Soulmore time, same Soulmore channel. And we always give you this song before we go. Later.
So we're giving thanks to the Most High for all of His blessings, His guidance. Oh Lord, how great Thou art Thee. Thank You for blessing me. Transpose all my energy, yeah, and molded talents in me. Now those goes on my head. I appreciate your gratitude, endurance, and faith. They stand in the line, want to intertwine, devour my body, soul, and mind. But my will is strong, they can't throw me down. With your guidance, I will carry on. Oh Lord, every day I'm going to sing this song. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you, Lord, for what you've done for me. Yeah. Thank you, Lord, for every little thing. Yeah. Thank you, Lord, for what you've done for me. And I thank you for blessing me every day. And through the river walls, I will walk with you beside me, be unharmed cause you can find me, yeah. And when their kingdom falls, you'll console me from my distress. In your warmth of grace I will rest, yeah. No resurrection can remove me from your bubble. They will perish in their rubble, yeah. And if that false spirit falls, oh Lord, I will be lifted up to you, the Lord, and sing it. Thank you, Lord, for what you've done for me. Thank you, Lord, for every little thing. Hey. Thank you, Lord, for what you've done for me. And I thank you for blessing me every day. And so I sing again. Thank you, Lord, for what you've done for me. Thank you, Lord, for every little thing. Hey. Thank you, Lord, for what you've done for me. And I thank you for blessing me every day. Thank you for giving them love. Thank you for giving me up. Thank you for keeping my faith. Thank you for